All right. Hi, everybody. I think I'm probably live. Try the stupid Hangout scene again, but it won't let me. All right. Hopefully it works this time. I don't know. All right. Let's see. What's up, stinky potatoes? How's Kentucky? Just got done. Went and had tacos at my mom's. It was freaking awesome. And then I've been making some phone calls. Oh, Cannon Man's eating. Snowing there. I stupidly went out to my sister's taking the gravel road, so my car is literally full of mud. It's like caked on there because it was raining earlier. I don't think we're supposed to get snow really. Just rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tomorrow's supposed to be 55 out here. Get in there. What's up, Cincinnati kid? Let's see who's on here. Penn State and Marquette. I know just NIT crap's on tonight. After this, the Louisvilles play the Bulldogs, huh? I think that's about it. Oh, NBA. The Thunder and the Celtics. And then Rockets and Blazers. What crappy games. Oh, the Giants and the Royals. Preseason. Arizona baseball. Good. At least somebody else is getting the snow other than me. Oh, boy. The headache. Hey, Jerry. How's it going, buddy? Good, actually. I got some more appointments set tonight. One guy's had cancer in the past though, and a stroke, but at least my company should still be able to help him out. That's kind of a bad one. But I did sell 3 policies today. First day of actually that I sold anything. So we're kind of off and running now. Hopefully. I still got to do a bunch of computer crap because I have this. I actually got to go away for a week to a some conference thing. It's like a quick start, whatever program thing. Oh well. Yeah, stinky potatoes. I can do everything though, but my big thing is pretty much what you put down there. But I can even do companies, help people with 401ks, IRAs, invest for people. But whole life, universal life, guaranteed life, all the term crap, all that good stuff. Holmes is no, Jerry. I wish we would have kept Alex Smith. But I hope he does good. I just hope he doesn't start trying to run all the time and gets freaking knocked out of the NFL pretty much like Griffin did. Hopefully he can throw the ball away and not take too many beatings. But it is kind of fun to have a quarterback that's willing to run, but it's still dangerous. But he can throw the ball good, so we'll see. What, buddy? High five? That's a good one. I know I've been gone all day pretty much. You poor guy. Sleeping all day, did that wear you out? I don't even know if anybody else is on or what. Ooh, Kennedy's pitching tonight. Wait, are they back? Are they in Kansas City? They got to be in Arizona still. They can't be in Kansas City. Yeah, Eddie likes his high fives. I see ya. I'm paying attention to you. Oh my goodness. Who loves you? Who feeds you? Well, you tell him. I know it. What's everybody else up to tonight? Anything fun? I see ya. Good boy. What? Oh, goodness. What? You were already just out. I don't know what you want. Let's see if anybody else is on. Oh, what a lovely picture. My eyes are rolling. Oh my God. Seaside Mark. Anybody help this guy out? Oh boy. No, Timmy was live, but he's gone now. I think Paul was live earlier. Hope he won. I don't know what happened. All right, whatever. Cannon Man, where you at? See if this stupid thing works. Ooh, this game just started. At least we got preseason baseball to watch. Talk about boring. Oh well. What? Come here. I'm kind of waited on Cannon Man, or if Stinky Potatoes, if you want, try to click that link above. See if you can join the stupid chat. Or Jerry or whoever. What? Oh, I know it. Get him. Frisky Dog's been laying asleep all freaking day. Hey. Ah! So ferocious. Hey, Arnold. What's up, buddy? I know. Why don't you go get your bone or something? You're too frisky. Gordon's in center field now. Enough of that. Go get your bone. Crazy dog. Oh, was that Cosmic Kitty live? I didn't see anybody live, so that's the reason why I went live. Lamaze class. What's up, Pennywise? How do you use the Google Hangout thing? You just log in. It's your same stuff as YouTube. And then you just have to like agree and hit join, and you should be able to join the chat as long as you're on a laptop, I think. Unless I screwed it up and did it wrong again, but I think I kind of figured it out. Oh, you're in there. You have to unmute your mic. You got to click on your mic. You don't have a mic or a camera. Well, at least you're in here, so it works. Oh my God. So, well, there's no point if you can't talk. Oh boy. Whatever. At least it worked. So, Cannon Man, if you're in here, it should work. What's up, Steve? What's up tonight? The Giants are playing the Royals. Preseason baseball. And we got a basketball game. Louisville's playing the Bulldogs. And is that the only one on? Yeah, Mississippi State and Louisville. Nebraska should be playing this stupid game. Whatever. Oh, we got NBA on. The Thunder and the Celtics. Not much is working. Where do you work at, Steve? Cambridge is influencing my mind. Okay. Let's see, when's the tournament start? Thursday again? So whatever. All right, is anybody else on this stupid thing? Oh, that's right. The cleaning service. That's cool, man. Well, Stinky Potatoes is still in there, even though he can't talk or anything. What's up, Lewis? Oh, you're in Illinois? You're close to me, kind of. Nope, Pennywise. Not in a long while. So, but hopefully we'll get some of that taken care of here shortly. I don't know. We'll see. $60 miles northwest. There you go. Oh, Grant's laying in bed, Arnold. What's up, Craig and Christine? A big shout out to you. Why is Stinky Potato Scene on when you can't even talk, buddy? Yell at your computer. Maybe I can hear you. We're kind of waiting. Candyman or somebody should be coming in here because apparently we got the thing to work. Oh, you left. Well, there you go, Steve. Come see me. You're having a drink on your holiday? What are you drinking, Craig? Well, Candyman just got back from the gym and he's eating dinner. I'm sure he's watching this right now. I'm just waiting to see if I can actually hear him talk on my stupid thing. But at least I see you, Stinky Potatoes. Too bad you don't have a stupid mic. I'm just on a laptop, but there's a built-in mic. I don't know how it works, Stinky Potatoes, but I know nobody getting naked has anything to do with it. Thank God. You missed me and Jer. Jer's always there. He's tough to miss. Strongbow and Morgan Spice with vodka. Well, there you go. What is it? It's probably, what, 117 out there right now in the UK? Is your wife drinking with you too? I get rid of this. Long freaking day. Huh, buddy? Oh, drop. There we go. If you want, Craig, you can try to go on my live thing, or Steve. I know, Steve, you're working, but Holland has always had a very good move to first base. I'm sure Witt is well aware of that. I like Woodley hit second. Yep, boom. No, my mother-in-law. You're drinking with your mother-in-law? Well, that's the way to do it, I guess. That's awesome, man. There's a stolen base. Pretty sad when I'm watching preseason baseball, isn't it? But it's better than working. We're watching baseball, so we gotta. Guess what time it is? Guess what time it is, Eddie? You're watching me while you're driving to your next job. Well, that's pretty scary, Steve. There you go, Arnold. Should have a heyday with that stuff. Oh, I know it. Wow. Yeah, rub your belly, rub your belly. Bet a holiday? What's my bet? Hi, Steve's worker. Don't let him boss you around. This is very boring, Steve. I'm just waiting for Candid Man here. Because I want this scene to freaking finally work. I've been doing it wrong for the last couple weeks. What? Calm yourself. Yeah, right. He would eat it, stinky potatoes. High five. Shake, shake, shake. That's a good one. That's a good one. High five. High five. Low five. Okay. Get it. Get it. I should have taken you for like a run up and down the street to wear you out. What's that, Arnold? No, we've just been trying to figure the stupid Hangout thing for a long time. The job's good, Ryan. I actually sold some policies today, made some more appointments. So it is what it is. It's a job. Kind of learning a little bit more about crap, so that's good. Ooh. Get down. Oh, Royals are on the board. I'll go on it. You can go on it, Craig. I don't care. That's what it's there for. That's why I came on this stupid thing. But you kind of got to be on a computer because I'm not going to, no offense, I'm not going to input people's addresses for their phones. Either you got a computer or you don't. The link should be up top. I'll put it on here again. Got to have another 13K roulette night. Did you win 13K, Ryan? That's good. All right, I'm throwing a chew in. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Are you not entertaining them, Edward? You're so tempted to click it. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, I've done that quite a few times, Ryan, but I could use a good win. No, it is what it is. You wonder if dogs can see ghosts. That's a very good question, Ryan. I have no idea. I've gone to the gym a few times, Stinky Potatoes. I need to be better about it. Instead of doing this, I should be there right now, to be honest. But it's only 8:25. I don't even have to get up early tomorrow, so I actually might go tonight. Tomorrow's just kind of a stay at home and set appointments day, hopefully. Plus paperwork. Stupid. What are you licking? You're late for. What's wrong? Yeah, Stinky Potatoes. I can go out to their houses, but like I have a few appointments where they're going to come to my office, so it's whatever they want to do. Come, buddy. What's up, Toronto Fruit Slots? Yeah, I'm doing all good, man. Uh-oh, Ryan. You go get him, buddy. What'd you do? Have Mexican tonight or something? Chinese? I've been gone all day, so of course he's attached to my hip now. I ain't going nowhere. I know, buddy. Buffalo Wild Wings, that's a good one. Stinky Potatoes, if I showed up doing that, nobody would buy insurance from me, man. I actually sold a lady that lives pretty close to me, like right down the street. I didn't even know. I put her freaking address in my GPS and it's like 1 minute away. I was like, what? So that was nice. What if tonight Jer wins the lottery? Well, the lottery's drawn on Saturdays and Wednesday nights, so it'd be pretty hard for him to win tonight. And Jer won't ever buy a lottery ticket. He thinks they're stupid. But yet he'll go spend every cent he has on the horses. He doesn't have right mentality to gambling, but whatever. I wouldn't mind being on American Greed as long as I made a few $1,000,000 and stashed it somewhere. Candid Man, are you in here yet? What the heck are you doing? I know you're in here. I just want to make sure this stupid Hangout thing works. What? I see you. We could go to a movie tonight. It's that $5 movie night. What time does crap start? All right, let's see. That's on at 10. What was the new movie this week? Tomb Raider. 9:15. That's still going to be packed as hell. The Strangers. Oh, they don't even have Death Wish. Well, that's stupid. How about the one in Council Bluffs? Tomb Raider. Oh, Death Wish, 9:50. I probably only missed 10 minutes of that stupid movie. They're still showing Jumanji, but Jumanji came out today on DVD. That's stupid. Statistics are a way of measuring a pitcher these days. But he was talking about Ian Kennedy, and Ian Kennedy has an exceptional spin rate, which Cal said is good or bad. So, being that this is 2018, so what's the bad side of that? Ryan, if he won the lottery, he would be broke within a year. I'm not even kidding. Unless he would actually let me invest some of his stupid money for him before he lost it all. Like when he got laid off or when he retired, like all of his 401k or whatever he got, it was like $40,000. It was gone within a month. All right, we're texting Candid, man. You're getting a text, Candid. Less than that. The bank actually put a hold up because he was taking too much money out.
Nowadays, it's not just how many strikeouts you have, but with what pitches. And of all the pitchers in baseball, this includes Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander. 2 years ago, Ian Kennedy had the most strikeouts with his four-seam fastball. And if you agree with me, a lot of those were called third strikes. And fastballs that just jumped on the hitter because something else. And he surprised a lot of hitters.
How much do I recommend saving a year? Well, it depends on how much you make, Stinky Potatoes, to be honest. But if you have 401k or something, I'd at least be putting 10 or 15% in there at least. Yeah, Ryan, he's probably a little worse than that. Fort Lauderdale, is that where you live, Jerry? I know some people that live down there. They love it. They work at the airport. That's very true, Pennywise. Very true. What are you doing right now, Stinky Potatoes? Like at your job, if you put 3% in, do they match 3%? So it's like 6. If I were you, I'd try to up it a little bit. And if you want to know what stocks to put it in, just message me and I'll help you out. Like last year with the company that I worked for, all of our 401ks and everything, we put everything into, we made over 22%. And over the last 3 years, we've averaged 17%, which is pretty much way better than anybody else's 401ks and things like that. But you got to know what to put it in. If you don't have 401k, yeah, then you do the Roth IRA. There you go, Ryan. How much did you make on those index funds, though? I bet it was only like 5%. Yeah, but that was only one index fund that you made 17% on. It just depends. Like I said, like I'm not one to put money in something and sit there and look at it every day. You got to just write it all out. They're not bad. I mean, keep your money where it's safe, man. It is what it is. My mom and stepdad were all happy because they made 17% last year on their money, and they think this guy that takes care of their money is the greatest thing in the world. And like tonight, I was like, yeah, but my company, we would have made you 22%. And they just sat there like, oh. But if they're happy, I'm not going to make them move. I'll wait till they're ready, and then when they realize that what I'm doing, and like my plan is just to be the main insurance guy around here because I can't be beat. So it's my fault if I fail. It's nobody else's. And that's the thing, Ryan. I don't really ever plan to retire per se. I just want to be able to work a job where if I want to take a couple weeks off, I can. If I want to keep working, I can. If I can do whatever the heck I want with this job. So. It's been all right, Craig. I mean, you've seen my videos. Those are the only times I've gone. It's not like I go every night or anything. I went not last night. I went, 2 nights ago? That was like the first time in a long time where I just went by myself. But, I got bills and stuff I got to pay. So at least I'm making money now so I can pay some bills. But, I won like $1,000 a few nights ago. But all that money I've already paid off to bills and crap. So I don't like to get behind on anything. Like it stresses me out. So, and I know I still got credit cards and debt and crap, but I'll worry about that when I start making some money. So whatever. You just started a business. Well, wait till you're up and going, man. And, once hopefully the business works out, and then you can just kind of do whatever you want. All right. I've pretty much been living off credit cards for like the last 4 months. So it's quite a bit by now, but it just is what it is for now. Like I can't think about it too much. So whatever. I plan on coming over to the UK sometime. Once I'm like up and going better and making money. Go meet some of the guys in the UK that I talk to all the time. We got 14 people in here. If you guys want to try to get into live, it's open. Who's ever in here? I don't even know who's in here. Oh, Candyman's alive. I'll definitely go see Paul when I'm over there. Probably go see good old Grant and Adam. Maybe Timmy or something. It'll be crazy if I go out there. What's up, Ron? It's all good, Arnold. Don't worry about it.
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, B-Mac. Maybe less than that. Oh, my God. Are we working? I hear somebody.
You're working.
Candid Man is here.
Did you use the link off the top of the screen?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one you got to use.
Well, there you go. How is the gym?
It's good. Had a great workout. Back and buys tonight.
Seems like you're always doing back and buys.
No, I did. I did nothing yesterday, and then the day before I did a chest workout. Tomorrow, if I feel like it, depending on the weather, I'll do shoulders. If not, I'll wait till Thursday night and do shoulders. It's supposed to be kind of crappy here tomorrow.
Yeah, you said it's supposed to be snowing out there and stuff. It's actually going to be good the next few days out here, but then crappy after that. I'm Dobe. How do you help your uncle with gambling? He's got to want to stop, man. There ain't nothing I can say that's going to make it any better. You're fishing in Key West. That's awesome, man. Well, there you go, Craig. Yeah, I drove on the stupid gravel road earlier. You should see my car. It's like caked with freaking mud everywhere. Oh, well, whatever. It gives it character. Eddie, say hi to Candid Man.
Hi, Eddie.
Who is that?
Eddie. Come here, Eddie. Look at him. He hears me. Hi, Eddie. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. It's a good boy.
Get him.
You want a treat? You want a treat?
Don't say that. Now he's licking his chops. He's like, what did he say?
Arnold's being silly. Look at Arnold. Arnold, join. I know you can get in. Join in.
Go to the strip club in Omaha. I'd rather not, man.
There's not any good. Maybe Fremont, there used to be a good strip club years and years ago. I don't know if it's there anymore. Or Council Bluffs, you might be able to find one, or you used to. But.
There's a new one by the airport. I've never been there, called like Rhino or something. But then there's the Playhouse. That's like the main one out here. But that's like in, what, Glendale, Iowa. So. Well, everybody tries to win their money back if they lose money, so he's never going to win it back, trust me. So I don't know. Trust me, I deal with this all the time. Look at my uncle. He's been homeless for 5 years. There's nothing I can do about it.
Ryan asks whether or not I'm American. I'm Scottish. Scottish, Ryan. I'm Scottish.
Yeah, right. What? See, now Eddie's expecting a, you know what, because you said it.
Eddie's expecting a treat? A treat for Eddie?
You want a treat? Should we go get you a treat? You want a treat? Watch this. He's going to go nuts here in a second.
Get him a treat. Come on.
When I stand up.
Yeah, Ryan, I'm American. In fact, I grew up not far from where Matt lives now.
Come on.
A long time ago, though. Let's go.
You want a treat? You want a treat? Let's go. Oh, boy.
Eddie, you owe me one. You owe me one, Eddie.
Dark
down. Treat.
Let there be light. All right, let's see what we got, buddy. I don't even know what's in here.
It's all good, Arnold. I think the world of you as well, sir. I don't hold any kind of bad feelings with anyone, really.
We're gonna give them a toothbrush thing, a green thing. We're gonna make you breath smell better, buddy.
Greens.
Doesn't this look awesome? Here, I'll show you. All right, you little rat.
Wow. Looks like a toothbrush, doesn't it?
There he goes.
Yeah,
He's gone.
Took a brother up. Yeah, he'd take it and runs in the other room, right?
Yep.
Yep,
But
there
you're
he
not
goes.
touching it now. Little rat.
So Matt had a successful day today, guys. If you didn't know, he made some cash, and it wasn't at the casino. So he's off and running.
Come on, Edward. I didn't make that much.
Dude, man, if you could make that a day, imagine. I mean, do the math.
I know. Shush.
I didn't say the amount.
I set a couple more appointments for, well, one for Thursday and one for next Monday. That should be pretty good.
Oh, Ryan, yeah, Ramsey's good. In fact, I was listening to him on the way home from the gym. He's on one of my local radio stations here. These people paid off $49,000 in 48 months. That was one of the less impressive debt-free screams I've heard too. I mean, that's like $1,000 a month. Come on, you know. He should have somebody on a show that paid off $300,000 in 2.5 years, you know, kind of thing. But it is a good show.
Do not have your uncle sell a kidney. Jesus Christ. That's not the way to go.
It's like Vegas vacation style there, man, where he sold a kidney and then put the money in a curd jar, buried it in his yard, so just in case. You know.
Smartest thing I ever did, Clark.
Ryan, I say $1,000 a month. I'm sure you've watched Ramsey or listened to Ramsey enough, and you can actually watch his podcast or watch his shows online. But he usually has somebody doing just something to where it's like he says, rice and beans and rice, where they're living off nothing and put every dime toward debt. $1,000 a month. I mean, that's poverty level in the United States. You know, so I mean, they were making $65,000 to $85,000 a year. This guy and his wife. It took them 49 months to pay, or 48 months to pay off $49,000. That's just, in my opinion, lazy. They probably could have done it in half the time. What he does, Ryan, is he's got a program. It's called Financial Peace University, and it's taught at area churches typically. But you can get the book and kind of go through what he leads you through with what's called baby steps. You know, emergency, fund, and all these things to get you a structured way to get out of debt. But he's more structured toward the part of you're never going to use credit again, because typically credit's what gets people in debt. So he wants credit out of your life to the point to where you won't even have a credit score. So if you wanted to buy a house in 10 or 15 years, you'd be doing it on a manual mortgage. You wouldn't have a credit score, because his theory is if you're so far in debt that you need to use his program, credit and spending got you there. He doesn't want you to be able to go right back into it. So he weaned you off of credit altogether, and you're going to be basically using cash the rest of your life.
That's right. You're 98K in debt? How do you even get that far in debt? Wow. I mean, I think I'm bad off, but I'm still.
I think it's. I'm sorry, Matt.
No, I'm just talking.
I think that his is probably one of the most genuine programs. I mean, trust me, he makes money off of it through the materials that he sells to churches and to people that teach it. But you know, in a situation like that, if you're all credit card, depending on what your income is, sometimes you just dump it. You just file BK, and in 10 years you start, you know, it's going to take 10 years. You can go chapter 7 and it'll discharge the day that the bankruptcy goes through. Or you can go chapter 13, and that's a structured payoff of a certain percentage of your revolving credit. So you could be looking at 3 to 5 years through a trustee making payments to pay it off, and then it'll discharge. But then that's when the clock starts for the 10 years. So typically, yeah, 35K, 98 in debt, you'd be able to do the bankruptcy easy. It's all up to you and deciding what you want to do, but it's going to take you forever to get out of 98K debt on 35K unless you're looking to have a generous increase in your salary in the next couple of years. And no, you don't have to be homeless to file for bankruptcy. It's kind of a debt to income ratio type thing. In most cases, if you're working, they'll probably try to structure a chapter 13 where you're going to make payments toward a trustee for a certain number of years. And then so it's no, YouTube's not deleting your comments. You're retracting your comments for some reason. Nobody's deleting them. It says message retracted. So as you type your next message, your last one goes away. It might be a setting that you have because the chats now are included with the videos on live stream. So you might check your settings and see if you have something set up that does that. But anyway, yeah, they bankruptcy is a valid. Well, I just retracted that message too. It's a valid way to write off your debt, especially credit card debt. Look, credit card providers are vultures. Okay, they prey on people. They try to make you think that you can handle more than what you have. If you've been able to accumulate $98,000 in credit card debt with $35,000 of income, they deserve they deserve that you file bankruptcy and maybe give them 5% or dump it all. Talk to a lawyer. They have bankruptcy attorneys that'll give you free consultations. It's going to cost you probably anywhere from $900 to $1,500 to actually go through the bankruptcy, but they'll probably advise you whether or not to do it. If they don't think they can win, they're going to tell you no. What you don't want to do is go to some debt advisor, where we'll cut your debt in half and we'll help you pay off your debt and you pay us. All that is these people are calling the credit card companies. They're going, look, unless you make a deal with us, this guy's going to go bankrupt and you're going to get nothing. So let's make a deal. And then they take a percentage of that money and you're paying them payments. You don't want to do that. If you're going to dump it, if you're going to negotiate it all, dump it. File chapter 7 or chapter 13, call it a day. Depends on your age. If you're 50, 60 years old, yeah, dump it. You don't need credit for anything anyway. If you're young, like in your 20s, you can dump it and you can recover. Okay.
It takes 7 years.
It's 10 now.
Oh, is it 10? I thought it was 7, and then you can actually start building your credit rating again. So if you file bankruptcy, I know it's at least 7 years. You can't get any credit or anything, but at least all your money's gone.
That's actually a myth today. You can, if you file chapter 7, you automatically have no debt. I mean, the day that discharges, your debt's gone, and within 2 years, you can actually get non-secured credit cards and everything else, and you can get a car loan within days because you no longer have debt. You're going to pay an outrageous interest amount on any money that's borrowed to you, but within 2 years, you can actually mortgage a house after a chapter 7 bankruptcy, after it's discharged. What a 13 does for you is it gives you a little bit more credit with your creditors because you actually structurally paid off an amount that the court demanded you pay off in a 3 to 5 year period to a trustee. So if you're working and you have an income, that's probably where you're going to have to go. But still, you can get letters from your trustee after you discharge, after you pay off that amount that says, that Ryan paid off this, amount of money in a certain amount of time. His payments were always on time, and we feel that he's a good credit risk. And you can get right back into the credit game. I don't advise it. I advise to stay away from it for a while because that's what got you in trouble to begin with. And yeah, you don't want casino credit. I've done that before at AC, go in and, give me $5,000 and in 7 days, if you don't pay it back when you walk out the door in 7 days, they're pulling it out of your bank. And that's the agreements that you're paying. So you want to stay away from that altogether. If you have to work out a payment plan with a casino, back in the day, I don't know what it is today. Back in the day, there was no interest rate. You had Vinny visiting you if you didn't pay. You didn't fuck around with those guys. I find it amazing that a casino can charge interest because they're giving you money on the thumb. I mean, there's no contract per se. They're giving you money, and then they're going to your checking account in 7 days to pull it out if you don't pay it before that.
And Showbox, Ryan, isn't over in the States, man, but I do have like tons of channels and everything. I have something called Cox Cable here. If you wanted to know. But yeah, 36% is ridiculous for an interest rate. Most credit cards are like 23% or 25%, which is terrible too.
Casinos typically don't give credit in a interest loan. What happens is if you go in and you get casino credit, because I've had it in plenty of places, you walk into a casino, you walk back to the cage and you say, I want to get casino credit. And then you fill out this form with your bank account information. They run you just like they would your credit, They run you and they tell you how much money, they're willing to give you. And then they tell you that we're going to pull that money out of your account if you don't pay it back within 7 days. Typically is what it is. And if it's not in your account, then they're going to contact you. Like I said, back in the day, they would send somebody to contact you. Now they're going to contact you and try to set up a structured payment. If you tell them, look, I can't pay it all back at once, but I'll give you $200 a month. What are they going to say? No, you can't pull blood from a turnip. That's why typically they're going to be careful who they give their credit to. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people get in trouble with it. And loan sharks, stay the hell away. I mean, yeah, I can take you to some places where you can walk in with your credit card. If you don't have cash advance on your credit card available to you, they'll sell you a golden ring and they'll charge it to your credit card. And then you sell it back to them for 75% of what you bought it for. That's their VIC. They get 25% of the money. You take 75%. So you pay $1,000 for a ring. You hand it back to them. They give you $750 for it. You walk out. You just got money on your credit card. Yeah, that's tough. That's when you're desperate.
Not really, Bray, until you call them and say, look, I'm going to go bankrupt unless you help me out with this stupid credit card. Then they start listening a little bit more when you bring up bankruptcy.
The funny thing about bankruptcy is a lot of people think that they need to make sure that their bills are paid so that the court will be lenient with them and give them the bankruptcy. When in all seriousness, you want to stop paying your bills. People go, well, if I stop paying my bills, my credit's going to go to hell. What do you think bankruptcy is going to do? Okay. Yeah. You need to prove to them that you can't pay. So your lawyer will tell you as soon as you walk in to get a consultation, if he thinks you can get bankruptcy, he's going to tell you, stop paying your bills. Pay your rent, pay your car payment, but credit cards, revolving credit, all that crap, just stop paying them. Because that's going to prove to them that you can't make the payments. If you're proving that you can make payments and everything's on time, the court's going to go, why would we Why would we give you your bankruptcy? You're making your payments every month. So obviously, you know, you can continue to do so. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. You're going to lose your credit for a period of time. But I've seen people that have filed. I've looked at thousands of credit reports over my lifetime, and I've seen people that have filed bankruptcy, and 2 years later, they're in the mid sixes on their credit report off of Chapter 7. It can be done. $670 a month for a car payment.
What
Dude.
car do you have? And you're in debt $98K? What are you doing? No offense.
Ryan, you know, if you take Financial Peace University, that Ramsey course, the first thing they're going to tell you is sell the car. They're going to tell you sell the car, buy a $500, $1,000 beater to get you to work and back, and take that $670 a month and put it towards your debt. I guarantee you that.
Good morning, DA Menace. My car payment, look, I got like a 2017 Traverse, and my car payment's like $440 something a month.
I don't have a car payment. Thank God. I love not having car payments.
Well, I would be done if I had my freaking Jeep, if that freaking idiot didn't hit me last year. But oh well.
Can we talk about some hot women instead of money we all owe? Sure, Jeff. Go ahead, man. Introduce the hot woman we need to talk about tonight. Or Jerry, I'm sorry.
But Ryan, when you're in debt so much, man, you don't need an Audi. Like, holy crap. You got exposed tonight. Doesn't everybody get exposed every night in those lovely chats? Holy crap. I don't even listen anymore. I missed everybody's chat tonight. I was gone. Well,
I noticed that Gerard wasn't saying much about you, Menace. He put the picture up there, but it was his jelly bean that was talking shit about the picture that he put up there, and I just kind of shake my head, man. I mean, pot kettle. I mean, come on, man. How can you even say things like that? But again, I'm banned from their existence. They banned me. Jelly Bean banned me, and I've never been able to type a comment in that room since. So I just kind of watch sometimes and get a chuckle. You know, it is what it is. And if people can't see that it's all a game, then wow. Ryan, Audi goes fast. Yeah, it does go so fast, but you know,
does money apparently.
Yeah. Well, you know, Menace, whether it is or whether it isn't, it really doesn't matter. It's like, look, we got his picture. Okay, so Matt's on, you know, cam all the time. You know, I mean, it's like, is it some epiphany? You know, I don't get it. I don't have a picture on the internet. Period. There's not a picture of me anywhere on the World Wide Web. Period. It's not about challenging somebody to find one. I know there's not one there, so it doesn't bother me.
You want to see what I bought tonight, Candid Man? You're going to be disappointed.
What's that?
Look at all the crap I got just sitting up here.
Were you tempted?
Was I tempted? I just wanted
snacks.
I haven't had these forever, but I don't know.
Easter candy. Look at you.
Oh, and then the worst one is the Reese's eggs. Oh, God.
You honestly, you know what you should do? You should get an Easter basket, have your sister, you know, take it over to your in-laws so for your kid. That would be cool.
I'm going to do something, but at the end of March, I'm supposed to have a little court thing, so I'm hoping that I can see them for. I'm not even going to talk about it, to be honest, but
yeah, I'm just saying that's a good thing for the little guy.
Well, last year we had a whole freaking scavenger hunt for him, and he loved it. And
yeah, the Easter egg hunt. I remember seeing that. You recorded some of that. No, I'm Deeb. If you're in debt, you don't use your credit card to get Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like so tumultuous right now. I mean, you don't know where it's going to be. I mean, honestly, Bitcoin. What was that guy? He had like 750,000 Bitcoins or 250,000 Bitcoins that disappeared. I mean, come on. I don't like that currency. I guess I'm old school. I'd rather have gold in my safe than Bitcoin in my computer. But that's me.
All right, let's try this crap.
I do know people that will take their credit cards and they will run them up as far as they can, pillowcase the money before they file for bankruptcy. You can do that, I guess, if you wanted to have some cash on standby, but be careful and do it in bits and pieces, because if they discover that you did that, they may not grant you the bankruptcy, and then you're screwed. So you want to be careful about doing that. There is no easy money. I'm Deep. You might get lucky once in a while, just like gambling, but investing in the market is gambling. You got to have a lot of money to make money in the market. You hear these stories about people that bought a stock and it went crazy. Yeah, that's great. Penny stock goes up to $5. The institutions start buying it, at $5, and then suddenly it's at $20, and you bought in at 10 cents a share and you're rich and you sell. Yeah, that happens once in a blue moon, but hard work is what's going to take care of it, man. That's it. Hard work. And if it's going to take you the rest of your life to pay it off and you're going to have no life, dump it. File bankruptcy, do what you got to do for the next 5 years or so until you can reestablish some credit. But if you're going to be trapped by your debt the rest of your life, and there's a way to get out of it now and salvage something in a few years, do it, in my opinion. But talk to a bankruptcy attorney will sit down, they'll give you a free consultation, they'll go over your finances, and they'll tell you whether or not they can help you or not. They're in the business to file bankruptcy for people. So if they think they can win, they're going to tell you to do it. They're not a financial advisor. But yeah, you got debt like that, just dump it. If you're a college kid and you're going to walk into a job and a career, no, then work hard and pay it off. But if you're already established at $44K a year and you don't see any significant increase in your wages, and you're 142 in debt, and even Ryan being 98K in debt at 35K a year, you dump it. Just get rid of it.
Yeah, you gotta just get rid of it right now, and not even. Oh my God, how do you get 142K in debt? How do you even do that?
Don't feel guilty about it either. Too many people are prideful, and they
go.
Yeah, they feel like they're gonna. Oh, I can't do that. No, don't worry about it. Just dump it. The credit card companies, the people that gave you that money, deserve to get screwed because they had no business giving it to you in the first place. They were preying on you as a consumer, and trust me, they have insurance that covers that thing. Doesn't hiring companies not hire people with low credit scores? You anything that has a security clearance involved to it, if you're dealing with money, and even insurance in some purposes look at credit scores. But guess what? If you're trying to service $142,000 in debt and you make 44K, your credit's going to suck anyway. I guarantee you, your debt to income ratio is horrible right now. So it doesn't matter. You might as well dump it, and in 5 years, you're going to have credit again. But right now, I guarantee you, if you owe $142,000 and you make $44,000 a year, as soon as your income is reported versus that debt, which is the next time you apply for credit, your score is going to drop. You're going to be in the low sixes with that kind of debt to income ratio. That's why I'm saying you get rid of it. Suck it up for 5 to 10 years. In 10 years, it's gone. It's off your credit report. And they're actually coming out with a new report called, they're trying to get Fair Isaac to only consider the last 3 years. And then anything before that has less impact on your score. That's FICO, Fair Isaac's credit. And then they have another type of credit called Advantage Credit now that some companies are using. I don't like that one as much, but it does consider more recent debt versus, you know, long-term debt. So my credit cards rewards.
That's just making you more in debt, Ryan.
Yeah. That just gets you to use it.
Yep.
I have a credit card that I use. It gives me 1.5% cash back on everything that I buy. So I use it for everything. I use it to buy my groceries, put gas in my vehicle. I use it to pay my monthly bills, like, you know, water and electric and those things. You know, my cell phone, my cable is all paid with my credit card because I get an automatic 1.5% discount on that. That's a way to use your credit card, but oh, I need 10 more points and I can get this really cool trip. So you go out and buy a big screen TV, your fourth one, so you get a couple points on your credit. They even offer you the ability to buy points now. You can buy points on your credit card. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, but anyway.
Royals just hit 2 home runs back to back. Nobody cares, but
the Royals. Yeah, preseason baseball is like.
Hey, it's on TV right now. Don't worry about it. There ain't nothing else on.
Eddie, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? You good boy?
Don't look at me like that. I know it. Yeah, but if you guys are that far in debt, you guys just got to get out of it, because with the amount of money you're making, you're never going to get anywhere. Like, you're just not. In 10 years from now, you're still going to owe at least that much. Even if you keep paying and you get it down to 130K, what's that do? You got to just go bankrupt with that type of money.
On deed, what they do, what a lawyer's going to advise you to do as soon as you walk into his office, if he advises you to file bankruptcy, he's going to tell you to stop paying your bills. And not all your bills. If you rent, pay your rent. Okay. If you have a mortgage, pay your mortgage, pay your car payment. Because if you file a 13, you're going to continue to make those payments normally. But the rest of the stuff, any revolving debt, any credit cards, things like that, you're just going to immediately stop paying, because it's going to take a couple months for the Chapter 7 to discharge, and it's going to take, you know, a couple months just to get in court for a 13. So by that time, you should have the money to pay him, and if not, you can set up to where he can be paid through the trustee through your payments if it's a Chapter 13. If it's a Chapter 7, beg, borrow, steal. You know, borrow from a friend, do something like that. Because remember, when the Chapter 7 goes through, you're going to have no bills. The only bills you're going to have is a car payment, maybe, and a house payment if you do that, or rent. But if your debt is credit card debt, that's gone with a Chapter 7. Gone. I mean, it's gone. And if it's a Chapter 13, it's going to be a percentage of your income that you can handle paying to the trustee every month. And like I said, that's going to take 3 to 5 years to pay off. So you're going to be able to pay the lawyer. Don't worry about that.
And everything's all good, Toasty, by the way. And Ryan, fine, go to Hawaii and then file bankruptcy when you get back. That is what it is.
Yeah, if you file bankruptcy and you stop paying your credit card, your rewards are forfeited. So I guess use them up real quick. I don't know.
Go buy as many TVs as you can and do whatever you got to do. And then.
Well, be careful about spending. Again, you know, if you walk in and you get a loan from Bank A and you get a loan from Bank B, and you take a $5,000 cash advance on this credit card and a $5,000 advance on that credit card, then you walk into the bankruptcy attorney and go, okay, I want to file bankruptcy. A little thing called fraud and jail, you know, that are involved there. So you want to be careful about those things. You got to be a little bit more crafty if you're going to do that. I've known people in the past that will file bankruptcy, but they've upgraded the bankruptcy laws. They've updated them now to where it's very hard to do that. This guy would file 13. He wouldn't make his payments on 13. They'd automatically switch it over to a 7 because he wasn't making his payments. And then 7 years later, he'd do it all over again. And he made money doing it, frankly. But they've closed that loophole.
Your mic sounding crazy, Candid Man, all of a sudden.
How about now?
But you're able to keep. It just depends on what you bought with your credit. You asked if you're able to keep the stuff you have, or do you have to give it up? You probably can keep most of it unless it's something crazy, like Candyman just said. If you just bought like a brand new computer and then you go in tomorrow to file bankruptcy, they're probably gonna take the computer and put it back on the credit. I don't know.
Yeah, Ryan, you're correct with the baby steps. You gotta have your emergency fund, and then you start paying down your debt from smallest to largest. The problem is, you make what you told me. You make $35K a year, and you owe $98,000 in debt. Do the math. How long is it going to take you to do that? That's where bankruptcy comes into play, especially if you're 23 years old. I mean, talk to somebody. Go through it, do the math, and figure it out from there. I mean, if you have a family member that can loan you the money interest-free and you can pay them back, that's probably the best deal you're going to get. Otherwise, my mic sucks. What the fuck's wrong with my mic? I think it's your connection, man.
Can't you hear it? I
No.
sound fine, but you sound terrible.
Am I breaking up?
Yeah.
You sure? Ryan and I'm Dave, am I breaking up? I don't got anything going on. I don't understand why it would. And I got bandwidth out the ass. Your mic sounds like cock. Okay, I guess it does sound bad then. I don't know.
Stinky potatoes, it's expensive, but it shouldn't cost $6,500. Holy crap. I don't know.
Did it just start doing that, man?
Yeah, just like 2 minutes ago.
Does it sound hollow or what?
It sounds like you're talking into a mic from like the 1940s.
No, it's an iPhone mic and headphones. It's actually what I'm talking into.
I don't know.
It's weird. Let me check something.
Yeah, unplug it, replug it in or something. I don't know.
I don't know what causes it. And I don't know the settings on here. Let me see.
It's like static. You got like a ghost in your mic.
I got the cam shut off. Adjust bandwidth. Disable HD. How about now?
It's the same.
How about now?
It's still kind of the same, but that was a little better. Whatever. I don't know. But yeah, Toasty, I'm doing good, man, if you're still in here. I'm not trying to ignore anybody or anything.
I'll jump out and I'll come back in a little bit.
All right. Leave me by myself. I got so much to say.
No, I want to try something. I want to try a few things to see what causes, see if there's a quick fix for this.
All right. It's just me now, everybody. She's so excited. Huh, Eddie? Why don't you entertain people? If you could sing and dance, I wouldn't have to go to work. You know that? No, they're not going to take your cat if you file for Chapter 13. Trust me. Your cat cost you $15,000 2 years ago? That doesn't even make sense to me. My sister's got a damn black cat that just comes up to her door because my stupid sister and her kids started feeding it. So they got like a pet cat for outside. Is $98K really a lot of debt? Yes, Ryan. Go to Hawaii and then go bankrupt. Seriously. Especially if you're only 23 years old. What's going around and delivering pizza is going to get you. You're not going to be paying anything off of that 98K at all, man. I mean, I'm in debt, but I mean, mine's somewhat manageable that if I actually start working and making pretty good money, I should be able to pay it off pretty fast. But don't think I haven't considered, going bankrupt, and I'm 1/3 of that, less 1/3 or so. I don't know. 142K in debt. I mean, if I was that far in debt, I would totally just go bankrupt and start fresh. And that's the thing. If you're just paying like minimums on it, like the interest is just going to make it keep going and going and going and going. And where's it stop? All that money that you keep paying onto it is just money you're throwing away, to be honest. You have to go bankrupt. I mean, otherwise you're just throwing your money away until you do. Because you're never going to pay that off. See, if you're only 3,200 in debt, I mean, that's easy to pay off. Yeah, you're stuck, man. You got to just go bankrupt. $142,000. Holy crap. And just think how you'll feel after you actually do it and then everything's zeroed out and you keep working, and you make your 44,000 a year and then that money's yours, but then you got to learn, you got to put money in savings account and start, putting money away and just don't get back into those credit cards. You're going to pay it off getting another job. Yeah, you can go ahead and try, Ryan, but I don't think that's going to work, man. But as long as you're trying, and doing what you got to do, it's the way to go. You think your parents will look at you bad? Why? How do you think they'd feel if you went to them and said, "Hey, look, I'm $142,000 in debt"? I guarantee your dad would say, "Go get that taken care of right now." And just go bankrupt and start fresh. You got to do it while you're young, too. Yeah, Ryan, there's tons. Trust me. Especially where I go. But whatever. They're fun to look at. I just don't want to freaking even talk to anybody, though. Oh, I mean, you guys would be amazed at what some of the girls look like. Because where I go, I mean, it's a pretty ritzy gym. So all the stay-at-home girls and moms, all their job is to go to the gym to do yoga and work out, take those stupid classes they take. I have, but I mean, fasting's good, but it's just not the same thing. I'm a single girl. Really? I think just being at home with me and Eddie, it's good enough for right now. We don't need any more messes in our life, do we, buddy? Yeah, Brian, tons of them. But I mean, I am working out, starting a little bit, and but my main thing is right now working and making money. Like even right now, if I got a freaking lead, it's already almost 9:30. But if something came on my phone, I'd have to shut this off and make a couple phone calls. But I got everything taken care of before I went live. I actually set like an appointment with a guy that only spoke Spanish, and somehow I got around it. But there's another guy in the office that speaks Spanish, so I'm just going to let him run the appointment. He can just thank me. Nothing like making somebody else money, but whatever. If people need it, they need it. So I have never paid for a girl in my life. Forget that. I'm not getting a Tinder account. Forget that too. I don't know what happened to Candid Man with his mic. Whatever. Well, let's see. How's the basketball game going? Holy crap, Mississippi State's killing Louisville. How come I don't do online casino referrals? Because in the state that I live, in the U.S., it's illegal for me to do online gambling. So it is what it is. I am 35. I'm old. But it's all good. I think that's the link, isn't it? Oh, I heard somebody clicking.
Now, how does it sound?
You're back to normal, man.
Okay. I just did some stuff.
You did some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
35. I'm over the hill. Yep. At least I can still walk over the hill, so that's all right.
I think I may have had something trying to update. So when that happens, it probably pulls some bandwidth.
Yeah. What are you on? Just a like an HP or something?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice setup. But I've done some stuff in playing and trying different things. So I got some pretty intense programs on here. So sometimes what happens is when they try to automatically update, it'll do that.
Yeah.
If you ever notice when somebody's live and they're down, Mark is a perfect example. When he's live and he does one of his videos and he's uploading it to YouTube at the same time through his phone, he's using that same bandwidth and then his signal goes to hell. You know what I mean? And that's so it's probably got something to do with it. YouTube's changed a little bit too. They put a create camera up in the right-hand corner, and
I almost clicked on it to see what would happen, but I didn't.
Well, and on the mobile, it's got a stream. It's got a camera now at the top of the mobile window, and it says stream now. So I think you can hit that and stream right off your mobile phone now.
Yeah, because on my phone before, I had to use this, what was it called? Emoz thing, but I don't think I have to use that anymore. It was a program to go live on your phone with.
No. Well, now if you pull YouTube up on your phone through the YouTube app, it has a little thing right at the top that says, you'll see the camera next to the search window X.
Yeah.
That's a Stream Now camera. You hit that, you can actually stream right through YouTube off your phone now.
Ryan, for you, I'd probably try the chapter 7, man.
Always go after chapter 7 first, Ryan. But if you're working and you're pulling an income, the lawyer may not have a choice. The bankruptcy court may not allow you a chapter 7 if you're working. Only if you failed to make payments on your 13 would they upgrade it to a chapter 7. But you can always try. I know people that if the debt to income ratio is great enough to where paying off the 13 is obviously going to fail for what you have to pay to a trustee, then they'll give you a 7. So the lawyer's going to be able to tell you that more than I would. What investments should I make to earn some money? Hard work, man. I mean, investments that you make are for your retirement. You know, use the 7 to 10 year double theory. You make an investment of, into an IRA or into a Roth IRA at a certain amount of months. It used to be, when I was young, $2,000 a year is what you could put into an IRA. That was $166 a month. And then what would happen is every 7 years that $2,000 would double. So you don't see an appreciable return in the short term. It's the long term where it's going to gain. So when you're on the back end of that investment, if you do the math, when you're in your 60s, that thing's doubling over from 125 to 250 and 250 to $500,000. And that's a $2,000 investment in your early 20s. So, it's not going to be a windfall. It's for the rest of your life. You got to have a lot of money to make quick money in the market. That's just the way it is. Sorry. I don't know how else to tell you. If you can put $500,000 into a stock and it ticks up a couple points and you can dump it, you can make an appreciable amount of money. But you can also lose that $500,000. So, I mean, you got to have money to make money in the market. You don't walk into a casino with $10 and become a millionaire. You don't walk into the market with $10 and, make that kind of money. So, no.
But now it was 2,000. Now you can put up to, I think, 5,400 a year.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Ryan, David Ramsey will tell you, if you decide to go Financial Peace University, you don't put any money toward investments until your debt's paid off, period. If you're investing right now, even if your company's matching, okay, you stop that immediately and you pay down your debt. Once your debt's paid down to a certain baby step, then you can start throwing some money back toward the, but if you got credit card debt and you're trying to get it paid off, you don't put the money toward it. You're paying 15 to 30% interest on a credit card, and that 401k is probably making you safely 7-8%. You don't do that. You pay that debt down. Your interest is going to outpace your interest on your credit card, and your payback on your debt is going to outpace any investment that you make. So no. Well, it's numbers. It's the math. If you owe 20% on a credit card interest and you owe $5,000, and you pull $5,000 worth of equity off your house and it's, or you put $5,000 into an investment that's making you 7%, your debt's costing you, 8 to 13% more than what your investment is. So you take that money and you pay that credit card debt off. Typically not, unless it allows you to do checks. If you can do the paper checks with the credit card, then I'm sure you can write one to another credit card. But typically what you do is you transfer the balance to a lower debt credit card. But paying off a credit card with another credit card is not doing anything. No, your life's not over, buddy. That's what I'm telling you.
Just starting.
You're overwhelmed right now, and that's just the way it is. We all had stinky potatoes. Student loans suck. We all had them, you know.
I think I got like 2,000 or 3,000 left on mine, and then I'm done with that. Yeah, Ryan, you live in Nebraska? Go bankrupt first, and then I'll help you. I'm serious about that.
Yeah, 30K and student loan debt is nothing, stinky potatoes. You're in good shape. You know, I know people that's got $250,000 in debt, you know, student loans. It's just hideous. You got some professional students out there that go to school for 10 years to get a basket weaving degree because they're afraid to get out into the real world. 30K, you'll pay that off in no time. The interest rate's low on that debt, and you know, you can spread it out, and you probably could get some of it forgiven. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Ryan, if you're really 98K in debt, you make 35,000 a year, it's all credit card, you got to dump it. I'm deep, same thing. You got to freaking dump it. I mean, that's all there is to it. Don't let your pride get in the way. Again, these credit card companies, if they allow you to take that much money out on your income, they deserve to get screwed. They deserve it. Trust me. Yeah, that's cheap money, Stinky. I mean, you don't want to borrow to try to pay that off. Just pay it off, pay the term off, you know, and don't put extra money toward it. If you got higher interest debt, obviously you want to pay that off and just keep paying the minimum payments on your 5 to 7% interest until it becomes the highest interest. Then you put more money toward it.
It's crazy. You want to hear something really crazy? The guy I work with, he's a great guy, but he ran an appointment to this lady. She was an old lady, and she showed him her checking account. She has $4.5 million in her checking account, and so he was just going to put her into like a whole life, or just a little IRA that at least guaranteed 4%. Even just putting $4 million or $3 million into it, she would have made $140,000 for doing nothing a year. And she's like, no, I just like it in my checking account.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a tough problem to have.
There's people that are old school, Matt. There's a guy that grew up in my hometown, close to you. Well, my sister.
I sold 3 life insurance policies. I did 3 term life policies today, actually, and a family term. So, yeah, I do life insurance. That's the cheapest way to go for people that just need something for their family. Anyway, sorry, Candyman.
No, that's okay. No, there's people that are old school. There's a guy, my sister's friend had a house in the town I grew up in, and he passed away. Her father passed away, and the family, a brother and my sister's friend went to the house to clean out some stuff, and they found in the basement behind these pickle jars and racks a door into a separate room. Yeah. And the walls were lined with cur jars filled with cash. Yeah. Because he got screwed over into depression and swore he'd never put another dime in the bank.
I hear about that all the time, especially in Council Bluffs.
Tons of money.
It happened in Council Bluffs, but that happens all the time. When some old person dies, they'll find like $65,000 in cash just under the mattress and stuff.
Yeah. He just refused to put any money in the bank. He was alive during the Depression at 29, and he was a young person, but he got screwed. His family got screwed, and he just didn't trust banks from then on out. Every dime he earned, he didn't bury it in the backyard. He stuck it in the basement. It's crazy.
I can sell anything, man, but I do like free financial analysis for people, and see how much money they actually have, if they want to put money into like a whole life or anything like that, or if they don't really have anything, but they just need some term life in case something were to happen to them so their family doesn't own. I literally sit down and we go through everything, and I can run the numbers on everything for anybody, and Give them their best case scenario and whatever they feel comfortable with, and that's what I do. Yes, stinky potatoes if you'd like. Okay, I sold this lady. She had like a MetLife policy today. She was paying $30 a month on a whole life thing, but it was only worth $13,000 because she borrowed against it. And so it was just better for her and her kids. And she didn't want to pay any more than $30 a freaking month. So this is where I was at with this lady. But I put a 20-year term, so she's still got it for 20 more years. And she's not going to live that long, I guarantee it. And I put it up to $25,000 for her. But I kept her rate right at like $33. And so for that policy, just that one policy, this is what I made on that one policy for her today. And it was like an easy switch because where I work, we have the best rates because we're a non-profit company and we're self-owned. You know, we're member-owned. And so we don't have any stockholders or anybody we have to answer to. That's why we can keep our rates lower than any of the competition around here.
Like a credit union.
Yep.
Yeah, member-owned is good. Whether it's a utility company, electric company that you deal with, a co-op, or a credit union, you can make your own rules for the most part, which is good.
Whoa, Ryan, you're 23. Why do you have a $500K whole life policy if you're $98,000 in debt, man? No offense, that makes no sense. But hey, to each its own. Do whatever you gotta do. Oh man, Ryan, you're living the high life, but you're not making the money to live the high life. You drive an Audi, you got a $500K whole life policy, you make $35,000 a year, and you might go start throwing pizzas around at people. Come on, man. But hey, by the time you're, yeah, I'm sure it's for your wife, but even for right now, dude, you could just do a $500K term for you right now. And if you're 23 and if you're healthy as hell, heck, around here, it'd be 20 to 25 bucks probably for you a month. Yeah, how much do you pay in a month for that policy, Ryan? I bet it's like 300 at least, 300 or 400.
Term is cheap, man.
Yeah, well, term's the way to go when you're younger. You don't have to worry about whole life until you're 45, man. Do a 20-year term. I also did another policy where I sold a family today. The wife, I only put $50,000 on because she has another policy through her work, which I didn't want to mess with. But for her husband, I put $500,000 on, and I did a family term on them because they had 3 kids. So all the kids get $10,000 each just in case something were to happen to them, and they can have that up to 25 years old. Plus, if something tragic happens to them, it pays $25,000 for the kids. And for that family term, and the dad's got $500,000 on them. That term cost them, if they come back at sub rating, because they're healthy, so they should. It's $52. But even if they're just at standard rating, it's $71 or something a month. And that's a whole family, Ryan. And look, you're paying $540 a month. Can I please come sell you insurance? I'll make a shit ton of money off you.
Yeah, cash out that whole life, get term, get enough that'll handle your wife for 3 years, so that if she's not the bread earner, even if she's got to go back to school to become the bread earner, she can do that.
Right. You want me to run I'll run all the numbers for you real fast and I'll show you. You don't need a whole life right now. You got to get yourself out of debt, get back on your feet, man. But I understand you got a wife and you got to do what you got to do. Here, I'll run all the numbers and I'll show you what you should be paying other than $500. You guys love my lovely work computer they gave me?
Yeah, me, if I was married, I'd do term up until probably my late 50s, and then I'd switch it over to long-term care insurance. That way, you know, it doesn't break my family if I end up in a home. And that'd be
or even like a universal or something else. I mean, you don't have to do. Oh my God.
Uh-oh, he got out the big computer.
No, I'm going to run all of his numbers for him just so
that's what I mean. You got the you can't show the screen because all your secrets will come out.
I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, I'm actually just going to log into the whole thing. It'll take it a second. Ryan, like if I went and met you tomorrow and you told me you are 98,000 in debt and you have a 540 whole life policy, I'm going to tell you exactly what I would put on you and how much it would cost. Yeah, there you go, Jerry. That's a great plan. Let's put all of our money on number 5 on roulette.
Well, if we market it right, we can do a video. If we market it right, we can do a video, monetize it, get a couple million views, and pay off everybody's debt. Easy.
A couple million views. Don't you only get paid like $600 for like every million views you get?
I have no idea. I've never monetized it in my life.
We should make a finance vid on YouTube. No, I enjoy watching people be stupid with their money. Heck, I still am, but at least I know what the hell I got to do now to get the hell out of what I'm at.
No, indeed. The main thing to remember, and Ryan, same with you, is finances are a business decision. Take emotion out of it. Don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about you know what somebody's going to think if you go bankrupt. Don't worry about what your family's going to think. Unless they're willing to pony up the money to pay your debt off, they should have no influence on you whatsoever in your decisions. Yeah, it's Candid Man Stinky.
Yes, that's Candid Man.
Your parents are going to be proud that you're taking responsibility and trying to get yourself straightened out versus just sitting there and drowning in the debt, frankly. But
yeah. Just think of what if you had to go tell your parents you're that far in debt. I mean, either way, they're not going to be pleased, but who cares what your parents think? You got to start living for yourself, man. How old are you?
If your parents are going to be embarrassed, then they can pay off your debt. That's the way I look at it.
Nobody needs to even know. Like, who's going to know? Who cares? All right. And by the way, I can sell stuff in Maryland, but I'd have to buy a license through Maryland. I actually have to go do that in Iowa because technically right now I'm only supposed to be selling in Nebraska. Okay. Are you a smoker, Ryan? Maybe that influences because I can't believe you're paying $540 a month. Why? I'm not going to the casino tonight, Jerry. I got crap I got to do tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna quote all these are super preferred, which means you're healthy and you don't smoke, and you never had cancer, you never had anything like that. So you don't even smoke, you don't do anything. Okay, and I'm not even joking. This is what I would put on you tomorrow, Ryan, if I came and visited you. I would probably, to start off, because you're so much in debt, I would say let's just do a 10-year term, because I would come back and we would switch it later on. Okay, a 10-year, well, maybe I would do the 20. A 10-year term for $500,000 is 18 bucks. A 20 or a 15-year is 20, and a 20-year is 25. I could even lock you in for 30 years at $500,000 for $37. Okay, so you're 300 pounds, so you wouldn't be super preferred, but you would probably be, here, I'll quote you exactly where you're at. At 300 pounds, you would be at this level. A 20-year term, still 40 bucks, and a 10-year term would be 30. And 15 years is 38. And you're paying 540. Okay, so, and if I switched your whole life to my whole life through my company, even at your rating at 300 pounds, so it's literally just taking your whole life policy and moving it to a whole life policy through my company. A whole life paid up to 100 years old is $332, and you're paying 540. So you're paying $208 more for nothing with a different company. So whatever insurance company you have sucks. I'm just telling you. So tomorrow, I'd just call a different insurance company. If you want, you can text me and I'll tell you who to call. But I'm telling you, you should just be on a term level for right now. Whoever sold you that policy made $3,000 the day after he sold you that policy. And I guarantee he's probably not even with that company anymore, because whatever company you're with sucks. And you're healthy. If I did super preferred, say even if you qualified for super preferred, because my boss is like 300 pounds and I think he still got super preferred somehow.
Yeah, he's the boss though.
Yeah. So whole life policy paid up for $500,000 at super preferred is $293.25. So either way you look at it, Ryan, you're getting screwed. Do you want me to run this in Maryland? I'll run here. Let me run your quotes in Maryland through my company. Because apparently I can still, I mean, we sell out everywhere. Your policy is the exact same as in Nebraska. So if you went with my company tomorrow, I would tell you to probably do the 20-year term at $500,000 for $25 a month. But if you wanted to keep the whole life, paid up at 100 years old, you're at $293.25. So if you want, email me. I'll tell you what company to call tomorrow, Ryan. Or better yet, maybe I'll ask my boss in the morning and see if I can just, I won't, and this isn't for me to get commission or anything, but I can send you the policy myself
I think you should get a referral fee. I mean, if you refer them to an agent that's trusted out in Maryland, they should hook you up with at least a referral
I
fee.
think I'll be able to sell, or I could probably sell it to you through an email, and then just the commission would go to Maryland or whatever. I don't care about the commission, but if I can help you save half of your freaking money, it doesn't matter if you're insured through AAA, man. That means nothing for this crap. And that's 500,000. I mean, if you wanted to even go lower, like 250,000 or even $1 million, whatever. I mean, if you want to stay where you're at, you can stay where you're at. But dude, just click on my little click on Eddie or whatever. There's a thing that says send message. If you want, type me your phone number and then I'll text you. And we'll get you switched over to the right company, because wherever you're at, let me guess. I'm just going to take a guess. You're either at some MetLife thing or State Farm. Did you do this through whoever does your property casualty insurance? And Ryan, when you go meet with who's ever going to sign you up at my company, you can, he'll quote, you know, he can plug in all the numbers. He'll plug in $1 million policy if you want, and show you the quotes. Heck, I'll do it right now. I'll tell you where you're at.
I got to get going. Just want to say good night, everyone. I got work in the morning, and it's going to be a long day or two, so I'm going to get out of here and get some sleep.
You don't need to go anywhere.
Dude, you have no idea what I got to deal with tomorrow, so just understand.
Yeah.
I got to go to bed. It's already 11 o'clock out here. So.
But $1 million policy, if you're preferred, man, a 20-year, it's $42 for $1 million. If you want to do the whole life paid up, you're at $580. So, I mean, $40 more than you're at now, but that's whole life. You don't need whole life. You literally just need a term. But if you wanted to do something like a universal life, you could still do that, and you would be paying, at a no lapse guarantee, $244 for $1 million policy. But all right, Candid, we'll see you later. Thanks for popping in. At least we got this stupid thing working tonight, by the way. So yeah, either way you look at it, Ryan, you're getting freaking screwed. No wonder why you're in debt $98,000. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm Deeb. Come work for me if you're in Nebraska. I'll give you a job. But yeah, this was a kind of a different stream than usual, guys. We got caught into talking about debt and policies and all sorts of crap. Ryan, no, it's not. It's just starting, man. For fuck's sakes. You live in Seattle? Oh, everybody's messages is getting retracted. I don't know what settings were on here, but in Washington, you can go sell insurance or whatever. But like for me, I did my freaking research, and it took me 2 or 3 months, and it takes forever to get a freaking job, you know, especially if you're not licensed. I already had my freaking license, and it still took me forever. Because I almost did property casualty for a while, and I ran the numbers, and I just couldn't make as much money as I thought I should be able to. And so, yeah. But Ryan, how do you pay $540 a month for a whole life policy when you only make $35,000 a year? That's insane. But anyways, dude, send me a message if you want, then I'll text you, and then I'll get you hooked up with somebody that can help you out. I mean, we can, you know, you're paying like double what you should be paying for what you got, man. Yeah, you can. You can do insurance as part-time or whatever, but if you're making 44,000, you actually might look into doing what I do, and you could be making a lot more than 44,000 a year if you're good at it. Like, I love what I do. You know, I've done it before. I love meeting with people and talking with people. I'm not shy on the phone. I love going and meeting with people and trying to help families out. And I have fun doing it. Like today I had, you know, 3 pretty big appointments, and they were a good time. You know, I make people laugh and play with their dog, and, you know, then we get down to what they need, and you got to be good at it. You got to be a people person, you know. A lot of agents, you know, they don't make it because they're quiet and they show up and they go through the book and this will be what you have. And a lot of people are like, oh, okay, well, I'm just kind of looking around. I just kind of want to see where we're at. And that's why, like, I did my research, because I work where I work because, you know, we're the best. I can beat anybody pretty much. So it's nice to be able to go in there and be like, you can shop around if you want, but I'm the best because, you know, we're members owned. We're not, you know, we're a captive company. So anyways, you just got to know what you're doing. But I think you should look into it. I'm Deebed. If you want, message me too. I'll tell you what to do. I'll tell you who to call, and I can get you a job out in Washington, or call somebody out there and have them call you. But yeah, feel free to message me. There's a thing on the YouTube thing that says send message, and I'll get your messages and send you guys a text or whatever. But anyways, thanks for popping in, everybody. Sorry this wasn't too much of an entertaining stream. We got to hear about Candid Man's wisdom. And but he is right, guys. You guys got to do something with that debt, because you're just going to get further and further down, man. What's up, Mike? Sorry, dude, but I'm actually going to sign off. But all right, guys. Maybe what's tomorrow? Wednesday? I'm actually going to be at home, kind of just working at home all day tomorrow. So I'll probably go live at some point in time. And we'll see y'all later. Bye.